This is going to be a follow-up video on my previous video that I made in regards to Pyrocynical. He released a video in regards to the document that Turkey Tom had made against him, and I have to say it's a very good video. He doesn't lollygag, he doesn't cut around the bush, he addresses the allegations made against him head on, and I think it's a very well put together video. With how this whole situation has been showed, I feel like the audience and fans have experienced whiplash in terms of what to believe and whom to believe. I have to admit, based on what was handed to us, it was difficult at the time for fans to not feel a sense of discomfort when looking at all of the evidence and the screenshots. I personally felt like it would be wrong after all of that to come out and to defend that type of behavior, since the document did give a slight perception that Pyro was lying and knew the age of Ivory, and also made implications that Pyro was a groomer. I really like how Pyro didn't make a plethora of excuses and owned up to what he used to do and what he was into, or still is into rather. I always say people like what they like, and as long as it's not hurting anyone, I can't condemn or judge for it. My main thing from my previous video was that at the time of making it, I thought and truly believed that Pyro had lied about the things and had malicious intent behind it. But after listening to him and hearing his response to those allegations, I felt secure that he was being more honest. At this point, digging deeper into this will only cause toxic behavior and witch hunting amongst the commentary community, which I do not condone. Personally, I don't think in this aspect anyone had extreme malicious intent. I feel like everything was in good faith, and to kind of dig deeper into that and try to prove otherwise, I think it'd just be adding more fuel to the flame that doesn't need to be ignited. Turkey Tom admitted that he was once a Pyrocynical fan, so I believe that this came from a place more of disappointment. I do believe that he needs to apologize for some of the points that led to people speculating that Pyro was a groomer, and we can't make him do that. That's all up to him at this point. Pyro also mentioned that him and Ivory were on good terms up until recently, which was also in the previous Reddit post that he had made, and I do think this whole situation opened the eyes to both the individuals and things that were missed and things that could be learned from this situation. Did they stumble in some aspects? Yes, I truly believe so. I don't think the word grooming should have been put there without really understanding the extent of it. Then again, maybe Ivory truly felt some weird pressure due to Pyro's falling, but then again, that would be speculating. At this point, I don't think it's good to speculate on this. All in all though, Pyro gave a sincere apology, which I truly believe to be genuine. I don't think we should gang up on everyone who thought one thing before the evidence and responses came out. I think we all just need to understand that there are two sides to every story, myself included. If people want to continue to think something about Pyro and not support him, then they have that right to do so. The same goes for the people who do the opposite. I don't think it's right to continue to speculate on this and demand more of Pyro at this point, because I believe he did what he had to do and said his piece. Ivory also said all that he did, and he had the right to do so. Was it all put together in a concise manner? Well, not necessarily. And honestly, it's up to him whether he wants to accept Pyro's apology that he put in the video or not. And that's only something that he can accept. We can't accept it for him in that regard about what happened between him and Pyro. Overall, what Pyro did and participated in was not okay. That's not an excuse, and he admitted that. We know this. And you know what? I commend him for doing that. It's a big step, and a lot of people probably would have made excuses, but he didn't. He didn't go around the bush. He was upfront and admitted his faults. In my first video, I just wanted him to take accountability, and that's what he did. I believe in second chances, and I don't think, after everything out now and hearing both sides, that I should continue to condemn him myself, because that's not fair to him. I mentioned in my previous video that Pyro was my second favorite YouTuber and really inspired me for my content. I choose to stay here and hold him accountable as well. I also mentioned that I would like to feel comfortable to subscribe to him again, and that was at the time when he hadn't made his response. I personally will choose to believe and not hold this over his head. I'm not excusing anything that he did, and I feel like a lot of his fans aren't doing that as well, but I also believe that he learned from all of this and wants to improve and do better, and that's all I can truly hope for. I also want to apologize to Pyro for not having a little more hope in this situation. It was difficult and it didn't seem right to defend the provided evidence at the time, but I still want to send my apology and hold myself accountable in that regard. For those who were commenting on my video after Pyro made his response and were saying some not so nice things in the comments, I see you, and that's just not okay. You're arguing with my past self, and that video was my past opinion, so hopefully this video you guys will see my current stance. But yeah, please don't do that and comment on older comments in the comment section of that video. The video was made a week ago. If you guys feel the same or differently, let me know in the comments. Feel free to also share how all this affected you as well, and what you thought previously before his response and afterwards, and maybe what your final take is on all of this. And until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!